Welcome back to another chapter of Record of the End on Keen Select Writing Channel. We're doing a little better on the video quality here, and hopefully the sound is looking good too. Hey, if you guys are enjoying this, to like and subscribe. And with that, let's drop into chapter number 7, The Student. Here we go. When they got to town, things looked normal. They approached with caution, but soon found no need. The town was buzzing. It was not a very large town, consisting of primarily 2 main streets with businesses and restaurants. The other side of town was more residential, with neighborhoods that led into the woods and mountains. All along the main road of town, people moved about in and out of stores, kids playing in the thin layer of snow on the ground. Alona called Quinn to meet them as they entered a diner to sit and gather information. "Excuse me, we were passing through and wondering where we can get some supplies and find a doctor," Alona asked the waitress when she came to pour them some coffee. "Well, Dan and Susan's is just down the street. They would have anything you need, dear. You may want to hurry. With all this craziness going on, people are stocking up. As for a doctor, our town only has one. Such a nice old man. His office is about 2 blocks up and a street over." "That's such an adorable accent you got there, too, darling," the waitress replied, causing Alona to slightly blush. "Speaking of the war, do you know where we could get some guns to protect us on the road?" Quinn said, making clear not to appear as though they had any intention of fighting. "Well, Dan and Susan sells those too, but I wouldn't be surprised if those were the first to go. Any food for you?" she said. "Coffee is fine. I think we will get to the store like you say," said Alona, and with that the waitress walked away. "So this town is safe for now," Theo said. "Yeah, but only one doctor. We may not be getting a permanent one here," said Alex. "Still, if he can help Reilly now, we can move on from here." "Finish your drinks. We should get moving," Alona said. The store had more or less been wiped out. They did manage to find enough food and medicine to last them a couple days. They also managed to find some clothes. Nothing special, but would get them out of what they left Fort Meister in. After Quinn and Alona flashed their military IDs with a brief, not remotely true description of their mission, proceeded to take the last of the store's weapons, being a sniper rifle, assault rifle, 2 pistols, and a few knives. Luckily, they had a handful of Kevlar jackets left over as well. Alona used her Netherlands Army service credit card she had been issued for the mission. She felt this all fell under a needs-based purchase her government had given it to her for. She mused to herself that they probably did not consider it would be needed like this, though. The doctor's office was a narrow red brick building, crammed between a bookstore and an ice cream shop. Inside, a nurse sat at a desk in a crowded lobby that was painted painfully white. Her desk was next to a door leading to a patient room in the back. Theo moved to the nurse and asked how long to see the doctor. The response was at least an hour. So Theo and Alona sat to wait while Alex and Quinn went looking for more information around town. After what seemed to be much more than an hour, a second nurse came through the door and called Theo's name, led them to a room in the back, and told them the doctor would be in shortly. The man who entered looked to be in his 60s, with messy gray hair, muddy brown eyes, and a 5 o'clock shadow covering his face. The pair could see his old beer gut through his white coat. "Hello, my name is Dr. Whalen. What brings you in today?" "Actually, sir, we did not come in for ourselves. We need you to come with us to check on our friend. He was injured on the road and needs someone with your expertise to help him," said Theo. "Well, I'm sorry, but I can't leave. I have too many scheduled patients here. If your friend is well enough to move, you can bring him in or take him to our county hospital." "Please, sir," begged Theo. "I just can't leave the people of this town who need me to," the doctor meekly responded. "We understand. Thank you," Alona said sharply before walking out. Theo ran to catch up with her just outside the door to the building. "Hey, it's fine. It's not great, but we will move on," he said. "Just hoping we don't come under attack. Any one of us could get injured on the way to finding someone who could help us," she retorted. "They sent their leader to attack us. To attack him. Killing Reilly is important to them," she continued. They won't stop, and there are other hazards along the way. I know, Theo said weakly. Let's find the others and head back, she said. As they moved from the door to walk away, it suddenly burst open and out came the doctor. I had forgotten since it's her day off, but I do have a med student who interns with me while she's home. She isn't licensed to treat, but under my name I can give her authority to check on your friend. Let me go get her address for you, sputtered Dr. Whalen as he turned to go back inside. Lucky us, joked Theo, glancing towards Alona. After meeting back up with Alex and Quinn, they headed to the address the doctor had given them. They arrived at a small baby blue rancher house with a wraparound white porch, and white and yellow lining the doors and window frames. The girl who opened the door was short, her brown hair spiraling down over her matching eyes. She had dark skin and was wearing a bundled up, oversized coat that reached her knees over black jeans and slippers. She didn't appear to be their answer, but she was all they had. Hello, what can I do for you? The girl asked. Hi, Dr. Whalen told us that you could help our friend. Alex spoke for the group. We have a note, Theo yelped, thrusting it forward into the girl's hands. With a look of confusion and the thought that these were some odd people, she accepted the note. Please come in. You can sit while I read it, she said. Her house was covered in pictures. The furniture looked out of the 70s, except for a nice leather chair that had two cats lounging on either arm. They sat down on the scratchy couch and looked at a picture of the girl with two people who looked like her parents. Sorry about the couch. My folks aren't big on new furniture. This note is certainly written by the doc. I'll be happy to help with what I'm capable of. My name is Zoe Milton, by the way. Alex, Alona, Theo, Fernando, but everyone calls me Quinn. The group sounded off. Let me get ready and we can go. They drove back to the bed and breakfast, and along the way decided they needed to fill Zoe in on her patient. They explained that they had been at the attack at Fort Meister. She said she had heard about that in the news, and it was clear she was both impressed and hesitant to learn this is whom she'd now be dealing with. As they pulled up to the house, they could hear yelling from inside where Reilly, Rachel, and Jameer had been left. The group, including Zoe, rushed in. Awaiting them inside was a towering, bearded man who resembled a lumberjack, holding an old double-barrel shotgun at the three they had left. On instinct, Alona drew her sidearm. Sir, please drop your weapon, commanded Alona in both an authoritative yet calm manner. We are a unit serving under the jurisdiction of the United States Armed Services, and you must put down your firearm, demanded Alona, as Quinn stepped forward in his camouflage uniform as sort of evidence to her statement. Like hell I will. This is my home and my land. You're intruders. And for all I know, you could be these superpowered freaks attacking everyone, barreled the man. Well, I guess I'm kind of freaky now, mumbled Reilly before getting a smack on his head from Rachel. I thought I recognized this place, said Zoe. Billy, is that you? She continued. He turned his aim off the three in front of him, with his gun still raised, until he saw Zoe standing behind the rest. Little Zoe? Is that you? He asked, confused. Yeah, it's me. I'm here to help these people. Why? He asked back, searching for some story he could trust. Their friend over there was hurt in an attack on one of the military bases. He needs me to look at him. Well, why are they in my house? He asked, refocusing his aim. I chose it as a place to rest. It was out of the way and empty when we got here, Alona said. Because I was out, he growled, now matching aim with Alona. I'm sorry for our intrusion. We thought it might be a bed and breakfast place. Once our friend is taken care of, we will leave, Alex said, inserting himself in an attempt to calm the man down. I trust Zoe, so I'll let her look at your friend, but I ain't putting my gun down, he said after a moment of thinking. Thank you, Alex said as he motioned to Alona to put her gun away. When she did, Zoe moved to grab a chair and sat across from Reilly. She spent time looking over him and running an assortment of tests from eyes and ears to feeling different areas of pain, Reilly pointed out. Finally, after jotting down some notes, she paused. To be clear, I cannot legally diagnose you. However, it looks like you have a mild concussion and slight bruising on your left shoulder, collarbone, and ribs. started Zoe. No suspected internal bleeding? Asked Alona. No. And the strange thing is, you claimed it was caused by him being struck by falling debris from a building. But the severity of these injuries should be much worse. Also, you all say he suffered the attack only yesterday. These wounds are weeks into the healing process. How did he heal so much in just a day and a half? She wondered out loud. The question caused Billy to tighten his grip on his shotgun. Alona stared daggers at Reilly, telling him not to speak. Oh, fuck it. Why don't we just tell them? Not like it will change anything, he mumbled. We can't divulge government secrets, responded Alona. I'm sorry, I forgot the Leger didn't just nearly kill us all while declaring war on the entire world. The sarcasm oozed out of him with every word. The rest stayed quiet, unwilling to get in the middle of these two. You said you would listen to me from now on, she retorted. Yeah, when you tell me I'm going to die, Reilly responded, shifting his tone back to being more playful. After a brief pause, Alona said, fine. Realizing they needed Zoe's help, which she could not properly provide without knowing what she was actually dealing with, the group proceeded to tell Zoe and Billy about the Leger, the true history, Reilly's abilities, and all that had preceded arriving at their town. Alex brought up their need for a more permanent doctor, to which Zoe looked away from them when she heard. I'm in, said Billy. So quick, Jameer quipped with a bewildered expression. Not to be rude, but we weren't asking you to join. I guess you're welcome to, though, Theo said, looking to the others for confirmation. I planned on serving when I was a teenager. I ended up staying here to help my parents run this place, but they're gone now. If you'll have me, I would like to serve. I'll follow your orders, he finished, looking to Alona. I can't promise you anything less than the danger of war. I will accept your offer, though, she said. What about you, Zoe? Asked Rachel. I can't, she said, as she got up and ran out the house. To her surprise, Alex followed her outside. Look, I'm sorry, but I'm just a med student. It's crazy. It's insane. I can't just leave my home knowing this. I can't leave my family. I can't help you, she rambled. I understand, he began, pausing to give her a moment to breathe. I won't presume to tell you what you should be thinking or feeling. However, I do think you chose to study medicine to help those in need. You would be great help to us and the people we would encounter during this war. I saw you in there. You were calm and collected, ready for anything. You have what it takes to do this. We will let you say goodbye and you can warn your parents. The decision is yours. Just know we wouldn't ask if we didn't believe in you. He finished, trying to give her a comforting smile that just ended up looking awkward. They stood in silence for a while, looking out over the snowfall through the trees. Okay, I'll think about it first. I want to go home to talk to my parents, though, she said. All right, I'll drive you. You can tell them if I come back, I'll join y'all, she declared, leaving Alex hope that she might be willing to change her mind. With that, they told the others, and the pair departed back to Zoe's house. The group that remained spent the time waiting for their return, and her decision. By planning and prepping the next leg of their journey, with a little persuading from Reilly and Rachel, as it reminded them of fun trips and better times, Alona decided the next destination would be the Appalachian Mountains in North Carolina. After the sun had long set, and the moon glowed bright on the freshly fallen snow, the car finally pulled back, up to the house. Everyone bolted outside to see if Alex had returned alone. The group got his answer when the passenger side door popped open and out came Zoe. She walked up to them and said, I'm coming with you on 2 conditions. 1, I do not fight. 2, when I make a medical decision, you all follow it, no exceptions. Reilly took a step down from the porch, approaching her and extended a hand. We accept. Good to have you with us, he said, and with that, they were off. All right, that was chapter 7, The Student. Looks like the group is growing by leaps and bounds. We got Billy and Zoe, the medical student. The adventure is just getting crazier and crazier as we go. Keep tuning in, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.